Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel for Everything Arsenal and welcome to the player ratings for Arsenal's 2-1 defeat to Villarreal. Yeah, I'm all alone today for the player ratings. Arsenal fans have had enough. Everyone else has just had enough and I have to do these player ratings by myself. No problem though, we'll go through it. 2-1 defeat. 2-1, let me tell you, in the Europa League and the Champions League, a 3-1 loss is better than a 2-0 loss, for example. So that away goal was very, very important. So not the way you expected the game to turn out. I expected Villarreal to score definitely. 2-1 defeat, not really, especially two goals down in the first few minutes, 30 minutes. That was definitely not ideal. But yeah, I know a few players did okay and a few players didn't do, many players didn't actually do very well. So let's get into the player ratings for the game. The first one I'll start with is Leno. Now, Leno came under a lot of criticism after that mistake against Everton. Definitely cost us the game, cost us 1 point against Everton. But today he literally saved us. We would have gone 3-0 down and that's game over. If Villarreal score a third goal before we get one, that's game done. It's very hard to come from 3-0 down. You all of a sudden need 4 goals without them scoring in both games. That would have been difficult. So Leno today, he conceded 2 goals. I think the corner he could have done better, maybe come for it, maybe. I don't know, but I'd give Leno today a 7. Let me know if you guys would agree. I'd give Leno a 7 for today. Not the best of games, but saved us. We could have been 3-0 down, so I'm going to give Leno a 7. The next one I'm going to go is our captain for the day. Now, listen, no disrespect to Holding, but Holding being Arsenal's captain, that shows you how far we are from. Like, not just the board, not just the owner. Holding being our captain, we are very, very far from being a big team. I don't know how many times does Holding have a shot in the box, but never on target. So many times, a couple of niggly fouls here and there, very annoying. But I think he did the job. Not the best, but okay. I'd probably give Holding a 5. I don't know if you guys would agree. I'd give Holding a 5 for today. Not the best, but he wasn't below average, I'd say. So I'd give him a 5. Captain for the day. How many times do we change captains? I think the last 5 games we've had Aubameyang captain, Lacazette captain, Bellerin captain, Xhaka captain, so many different captains, and that is what we need to work on very soon. We definitely need to get a captain from somewhere. So Holding for today, I'm going to give him a 5. His partner, Pablo Mari, now I've had a couple of people blaming him for the first goal. I need to rewatch it. All these ratings people do immediately after games are usually not 100% accurate, including this one, because when you watch a game for the second time or the third time, you're like, oh, wow, I didn't actually notice Pablo Mari did that. I'd probably give him the same as Holding or a 4. So for now, I'd give him a 4 because I thought Holding was better than him today. So Pablo Mari for today, I'm going to give him a 4. Gabriel coming back the next game, I don't know, because I do prefer Pablo Mari playing with Holding and Gabriel and Luis. So next week would end up seeing Gabriel and Luis back in the team. Let's wait and see. The next one is Callum Chambers, had another chance in the box, way off target again. On the right side, I don't think any of our wingers, any of our defenders or our wings, Chambers and Xhaka did any good. So I probably give Chambers a 5 for today, average for me. Then Xhaka at left back, I think he was all over the place, to be fair. Like, I actually was very surprised that Xhaka started at left back. The number 11, the Chukwueze guy, he's very quick, and you saw it within the first 4 minutes. Within the first 4 minutes, we were a goal down. You'd already given them a chance, so that was very disappointing. So Xhaka playing left back. Now, Sabas getting a red card might be a good thing for us. So we have to see Xhaka in midfield for the next game. That means we have to see Cedric at left back. So Xhaka for today, probably. Another thing with Xhaka, the misplaced passes. Jesus Christ, how many passes can you misplace? I saw like 4 within 3 minutes in the second half. So many misplaced chances. So I'm going to give Xhaka, I'm actually going to give him a 3. Not his problem, not his fault playing at left back, not his position, but you have to do better than that. This is a Europa League semi-final, a European semi-final. You have to turn up for it. So I'm going to give him a 3 for today, sorry. And then Thomas Partey, the legend Thomas Partey, the guy who can never shoot a ball on target. Yet another bad loss today. A shot off target probably killed another bird outside the stadium, this time in Spain. He needs to be investigated for killing this bird. That's animal cruelty. How many times are you going to have a shot off target? Very annoying. Also, he's had a couple of poor games recently. Maybe like 70% of the last 10 games has been poor. So Partey for today, I'm going to give him an average score. I'm going to give him a 5 for today. And then Dani Ceballos. So I was very surprised that he started today because against Benfica in the round of 32, we almost went out because of him. You remember, he would have been out of the round of 32 against Benfica because he made 2 mistakes. Against Olympiacos in the first leg, him and Leno gave away a goal, and and the game was 1-1 against Olympiacos. So one thing is for sure, I'll tell you, Ceballos won't be here next season. I remember at the end of last season, most of us were crying for him to come back. Next season, he'll definitely not be an Arsenal player next season. We won't make his deal permanent, obviously. Willian is another one I don't think will be here next season. But Ceballos, for today, again, you have to be more clever than that. I know I blame Mateta for not taking me out, but when you have a yellow card, you have to be better than that. You can't be committing fouls after getting a warning, especially. So Ceballos for today gets a 2. Again, he was outpaced so many times in that midfield. Should have committed some fouls early on. He let the guys run right direct past him. So very, very slow. He didn't enjoy his performance today. I'm going to give him a 2. The next one is Bukayo Saka, the guy who has been carrying Arsenal for a full year now. He has literally been carrying Arsenal. A couple of poor crosses in the first half, but every time Saka has the ball, I usually feel like something is going to happen. That's the good thing with him. He always gives 100% every single game. Didn't have an assist or a goal today, but I'm going to give him. I'm going to give Saka 6 for today. I don't think we'll see him against Newcastle. We'll definitely not see him against Newcastle on Sunday. We probably won't see the likes of Aubameyang. We probably will see the likes of Nketiah and Nelson against Newcastle. Total second team. Saka has to be fresh for the second leg and definitely have him start. I'm going to give him a 6 for today. The next one is Emil Smith-Rowe. I think he did well. I usually don't mind him playing on the left or as a number 10, but he actually played as the false 9. I thought Pepe was going to be the false 9 for today, but Smith-Rowe was the false 9. A difficult position to play, especially if you're not experienced. It's a very, very difficult position to play. False 9 now, if you're trying to play like Manchester City have Mahrez, they have Bernardo Silva, they have De Bruyne, they have anyone can play in that position. They could put Fernandinho in that position and they'll still win a cup. That's how good City are. So for me today, Smith-Rowe, probably average. Would you give Smith-Rowe a 5 or a 6? I'd give him a 5. I don't think he stood out that much, but he did okay for me. I'd give him a 5. Do I want him to start in the second leg? Maybe not. Maybe bench Impact in the second half. I think Martinelli, many of you want Martinelli to start instead of him. I probably prefer Aubameyang to start ahead of Smith-Rowe next week for the goals. We only need 1 goal, by the way, but again, it's Arsenal. Are we going to keep a clean sheet next week? I don't think so. So Smith-Rowe, I'm going to give Smith-Rowe a 5 for today, and then, yeah, Saka 6. And then Nicolas Pepe. In the first half, I thought he had won us a penalty, but he had handled the ball. Just our luck, man. How many times have we been given a penalty this season and then it gets choked off for a handball or an offside? So many times, and it's usually Pepe. I think he's been the culprit like 3 of those times. So Pepe for today got us a penalty. Now, for Arsenal, as I always say in every video, the board is terrible. The ownership is terrible. The injuries are terrible. Our luck is terrible in terms of offside and getting penalties and all that. Everything is negative. But the only positive we have as Arsenal fans is the penalties. We never miss penalties. Lacazette scores every single penalty. Aubameyang scores. He scored 95% of the penalties. I know he missed against Tottenham a few years ago, but he always scores. Pepe always scores. He's never missed a penalty at Arsenal. So that is a definite positive. And that is a very important away goal. 2-0 I'd given up because 2-0 is impossible. You have to keep a clean sheet in your backyard and win 2-0 or 3-0. You need 3 goals to win the game. So that away goal is very, very important. Not the best of penalties, but since he got us that goal, I'm going to give Pepe 6. I think 6 is fine. I don't think they were outstanding. So I'd give Pepe a 6 for today. And then Martin Odegaard, was he our number 10? Was he our striker? No idea. Didn't really see him, so I'm going to go straight down the middle. I'm going to give Odegaard a 5. He was also subbed off. I think he didn't have that much of an impact today. And then Martinelli, 5 minutes of the game, 10 minutes. I'd actually give him a 6. I think he was quite okay. Willian, not enough time. I'd give him a 5. And obviously, Lenny also came on, so I'd give him a 5 as well. And then the manager. I'm the guy who's been supporting Arteta the whole season, the whole entire season. But today, you have to take Ceballos off at halftime. This is a Europa League semi-final. A semi-final one. This is your last chance for this season. You've lost all the other competitions. This was your last chance. You have to have 11 men. Down to 10 men, it's almost impossible. Although we looked better with 10 men, but with 10 men, with 10 men, you with 11 men, you have a chance. With 10 men, you literally don't have a chance to win the game. And then another funny thing is, even when Capu got a red card for them, it didn't seem like we had any attacking at all. It seemed like we were definitely comfortable with a 2-1 defeat. So that sub, you have to take off Sabas at halftime. You have to bring in Aubameyang or Martinelli at halftime because we needed 1 or 2 goals in that game. Very risky trying to go with that tactic because if we didn't get a penalty, we would have lost the game 2-0, and that is probably job done for Villarreal. So Arteta for today for not taking off Sabas and for not bringing on Aubameyang or Martinelli early to get a goal. I'm going to be very, very cruel. I'm going to be very harsh. I usually give him 5s and 6s. The only thing that is going to give him 1 more point is because he got a goal with 10 men. So I'm going to give Arteta a 2 for today. You cannot be keeping players on the pitch on yellow cards and a warning. You cannot be doing that. And we need to be careful, not getting red cards back at the Emirates. How many red cards have we picked up this season? 6, 7? Here's another stat for you. This season and last season, out of every other team in the Premier League, we have picked up the most yellow cards. So our discipline is terrible. I think we were like second last season, and we've been like second and first this season. So our discipline has to be worked on. So Arteta for today, I'm going to give him a 2. He was very lucky to get that away goal. If he didn't get away goal, I would have given him a 0. I've been supporting him all season, and then he comes up against Emery. I was faring the worst, man. I thought we were going to end up losing 4-0 to Emery. Or today, I've told people. So today, Arteta, I'm going to give him a 2. Man of the match. Do we even have a man of the match? Sako's okay. Pepe was kind of okay, but I don't actually think anyone deserves man of the match today. I'm sorry. So Arteta 2. Let me know if you have any man of the match today. Next week, we have to be very serious. I want to see Aubameyang or Martinelli starting. We have to start with a striker, definitely. So those are my player ratings for the game. Could have been worse. 2-1, you only need a 1-0 victory. It's Arsenal again. Can we really get a 1-0 victory? Do you trust Arsenal to get a 1-0 victory next week? I don't think so. So we have to go for 2 or 3 goals. Let me read a couple of few comments. GGMU TV can't wait to see who we beat in the final. I'm pretty sure United are pretty much buzzing, especially scoring 5 goals. In the second half, I'm sure you're buzzing. Here's my thoughts. I actually do think we'll face you guys in the final, but I have a bad feeling about the final. I won't be able to sleep through the whole of May, June, July if United trash us in that final. But hey, Villarreal first. Your job is not done yet. Ghana girl, hi Holly. She says, I'm sad. We all are. I would have been mad if we didn't get a goal, but I'm sad that we lost the game. But you still have a chance. You only need a 1-0 victory. A 2-1 is okay. I'm not over the moon with a 2-1, but 2-1 is better than a 2-0. So I'm sad, but I'm not mad. RK says, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Job still to be done next week. I'll be happier if we get the job done next week. As I told you, United fans are buzzing. Luca is saying Arteta out. Let's wait for next week, Luca. Let's wait for next week again. But yeah, I'm definitely disappointed that he didn't take off Sabas for today. No, not yet, Luca, not yet. Let's see how the second leg goes. We didn't lose 3-0. Come on, we still have a game to play next week. But yeah, it's still job to be done. How can you trust the process? Do you back Kroenkes? Back Kroenkes? Hell no. Who backs the Kroenkes? Let me tell you, if you see the way we played today and then you put us against PSG in the Champions League, we'll be smashed by 10 goals to nil, whoever our manager is, let me be honest. So that shows you our squad is not good enough. Obviously, no one wanted Arteta when he was appointed. We only gave him a chance, obviously, because we got the FA Cup and everything. Let's see how he does next week, and then you can ask me that question, Luca. Diego says, I fear your manager is not getting the best out of Partey. I mean, Diego, Partey was out. He's been out for like 70% of the season. And then the misplaced passes. How do you teach the misplaced passes? And then another thing, the shots off target. I've counted like 40 shots off target from Partey. Can you blame Arteta for Partey shooting off target? I don't know, but he should be doing better. I expected better from him. I think the only time you're going to see anything from him is from next season. But he's still very key in this semi-final and the final if we get there. Both Saka and Pepe are the best players today, I reckon. Not really much, but yeah, they were better than the others. That's the word I'm going to use. They were better than the others. Lucas says, okay, fine. So yeah, let's wait for next week. My prediction for next week, I can actually see extra time as well. I can see us winning 2-1 and then extra time, and then it will be a hard task, man. I can't deal with penalties. I don't think any of you can deal with penalties. Already dealt with so much this season, but yeah, those are the player ratings. I'll go with Pepe and Saka as our better players today, but yeah. I'll be back on Sunday or tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow with the match preview for Newcastle with a couple of Newcastle fans. And any stats I get from the game, I'm going to be doing a video on it. So yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure you drop a like on the video. I appreciate it. no Arsenal fan wanted to do the player ratings. Every Arsenal fan is mad and disgusted. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. I'm close to 8K subs. So yeah, thank you for watching. Keep staying safe, and I'll catch up with you guys later.